Forbes India Leadership Awards 2020-21.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the 10th Forbes India Leadership Awards presented by our technology partner Lenovo, tourism partner Saudi Arabia Tourism, in association with Puma and CNBC TV 18 as our media partner. The Forbes India Leadership Awards has celebrated corporate excellence, visionary leadership and innovation every year for a decade. In 2021, this celebration gains more importance. The past year was full of turmoil and hardship, and today, Forbes India Leadership Awards will honor industry leaders who gave it their all and rose up to its challenges. To begin this evening, I'd first like to welcome Forbes India editor Brian Carvalho to say a few words and set the context for the Forbes India Leadership Awards 2020-2021.
Good evening and welcome to the Forbes India Leadership Awards 2020-21. The Forbes India Leadership Awards, as the name suggests, are meant to celebrate the best in leadership across startups and established corporations and across generations and styles of leadership. Leadership in a pandemic year, of course, took on new meaning. Perhaps the most successful leaders of 2020 would be those who first conveyed the bad news in the early days of the virus, as effectively as they would have been in guiding their organizations to safety, then normalcy, and eventual supernormality. And in that long journey from the point of uncertainty to that of greater predictability and confidence, these leaders would have got many things right. And the most successful of them would have also done their bit to alleviate suffering in a society that had been pushed to the brink. Napoleon had famously declared that a leader is a dealer in hope, even more during a crisis. Every year, Forbes India celebrates the best in entrepreneurial leadership. Even more reason to celebrate them in the wake of a pandemic. Thank you.
Brian, thank you so much for your kind words. Moving on, it's now time to honor excellence. 8 categories of awards will be announced this evening. To acknowledge the crisis that we've all lived through, this year, Forbes India has introduced 3 new award categories dedicated to philanthropy and COVID-19 innovation. The nominees shortlisted across the Forbes India Leadership Award categories were diverse and succeeded by taking bold decisions and creating immense value for all stakeholders. They have built ecosystems where excellence can thrive. So first, let's take a look at our esteemed jury who helped us pick the winners this year. The winners have been selected by a formidable jury chaired by Harsh Mariwala, Chairman Marico. The jury includes Ashu Suyash, CEO and MD, Crystal; Gautam Kumra, Senior Partner and Managing Director, McKinsey & Company, India; Saurabh Mukherjee, Founder, Marcellus Investment Managers; Sandeep Nayak, Managing Director and Head of India and Southeast Asia, General Atlantic; and Puneet Bhatia, Co-Managing Partner and Country Head India, TPG Capital Asia. Now moving on to the first category this evening, which is the Forbes India Leadership Award 2021 for Outstanding Startup Entrepreneur. The award for Outstanding Startup Entrepreneur goes to Naveen Tiwari, Founder and CEO in Mobi Group.
I very humbly accept this on behalf of the whole company because, we have all gone through a very difficult year, and to come out on top at the end of such a difficult year of 2020, this is an award which is a reflection of the team that we have here. And I feel this is a year where technology and technology companies have really shown what they are made of, and shown the impact that they can have on the world. So I'm very proud of what our team has done and what we've been able to achieve. And so once again, I really thank you for a very prestigious recognition that you guys have given us and given me specifically. So thank you so much for that.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Tiwari. The next award for the evening is the Forbes India Leadership Award for Gen Next Entrepreneur. The Forbes India Leadership Award for Gen Next Entrepreneur goes to Sharvil Patel, Managing Director, Cadila Healthcare, that's currently in the midst of its Phase 3 trials involving the indigenously developed COVID-19 vaccine, Zycor-D.
I'd like to thank the Forbes India Leadership Awards and the eminent jury members for honoring me with this Next Generation Entrepreneur Award. As a global pharmaceutical company, Zydus has had the legacy of more than 6.5 decades in the field of healthcare. And it all began with the entrepreneurial vision of our late founder, Ramanbhai Patel, who believed that one can produce research-based pharmaceutical products and be self-reliant in the field of drugs and pharmaceuticals. Today we are 25,000 of us making this happen globally, and in the coming decade, we believe more innovations will come out of Zydus, powered by science and drug discovery. Thank you, Forbes India, again for this recognition and award, and we bring health and wellness to the people's lives forever.
Congratulations, Mr. Patel, and we wish you all the success for your COVID-19 vaccine. And now it's time to announce the next set of awards. The third award for the evening is the Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 for Best CEO, Private Sector. And the Forbes India Leadership Award for Best CEO Private Sector goes to Salil Parekh, CEO and MD, Infosys.
Thank you to Forbes India for considering me for this prestigious honor. It is a pleasure for me to accept this on behalf of the entire team at Infosys. The last 12 months have been an incredible learning for all of us, working more closely together and ensuring our clients' work was delivered and our employees were safe and well. With the entire leadership of Infosys working together, we are building a One Infosys approach. This is helping us to serve our clients better and helping us to grow as a company as well.
Congratulations, Mr. Parekh. Well, 2020 was a good year for leadership. Whether it was to create an efficient pandemic response or effective communication and piloting at the organizational level, every team leader had his or her work cut out for them. So I'd like to welcome Indian cricket captain Virat Kohli for a very special tete-a-tete on leading from the front to talk about all things leadership from his field perspective. Moderating this session is Abhishek Ganguly, Managing Director at Puma, India and Southeast Asia.
Welcome, Virat. Thanks for accepting to join the Forbes India Leadership Awards and our chat.
Pleasure.
First and foremost, congratulations for becoming a parent.
Thank you very much.
You have been a phenomenal Indian cricket captain, exemplary record across 3 formats. What qualities do you think makes a great cricket captain or a cricket leader? And from your experience, are there things that one can take cue from leaders in other sectors as well?
Of course, I do look up to people who are leading in their respective fields in other walks of life, other disciplines, other sports as well. You can be a very smart captain and a very smart tactician. A lot of people have the understanding and the brains to do that, but I think leadership is way more than that. Leadership is a lifestyle. Leadership is commitment on a daily basis for what you do as an individual first, because you want to be able to lead by example. That's exactly what leadership means to me. A leadership cannot be a dictatorship where you just stand and give orders and expect people to follow. leadership is your own life, your own way of living, when it's represented in every way, in your profession, in your daily life, and people learn from it, people buy into it, people buy into that vision. That for me is leadership.
Fantastic, Virat. I think this was very insightful of how you think, and I'm sure people would take a lot of cues and learnings from this. Thanks for joining.
Forbes India Leadership Awards 2020-21. Forbes India Leadership Awards 2020-21.
Our next category is one of the 3 new awards introduced this year, the COVID-19 Innovator. The Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 for COVID-19 Innovator goes to Prashant Warrior, CEO and co-founder, Pure AI.
Thank you so much, Forbes India, for giving me this award. This means a lot to me, especially because all of us have been locked down at home for the last 1 year, and everybody, across the world, everybody has been impacted by COVID. And being able to contribute to our society and our country and so many other countries during COVID means a lot, and receiving this COVID Innovator Award means a lot to me. I would like to thank Forbes India, first of all, and the jury for considering me for this award. Would like to thank the team at Cure. Our team, responded so well to COVID. We built solutions which were deployed across 50+ sites across 6+ countries. And we work with so many different organizations around the world on COVID. And I'm thankful for the team to actually putting in that time. We spent 14, 15 hours, 16 hours every day working for the first couple of months of COVID. March, April, May, and so on. And we built out solutions which are now deployed in so many places. And so, thanks to the Cure team.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Warrior. So let's now move on to the next set of awards. The other 2 new award categories this year are to acknowledge the best philanthropists, promoters, and professionals of the year. These categories are a reflection of the need to recognize those supporting the underprivileged at a time when disruptions due to the pandemic upended lives of millions of people. The award for the category of Best Philanthropist Professional goes to Amit and Archana Chandra, co-founders, ATE Chandra Foundation.
Archana and I are grateful to such a distinguished jury and to Forbes India for this very kind recognition. We have always considered service to society as a duty, a privilege, and an opportunity, something that we are both very grateful for. Getting any sort of recognition for it is therefore an added bonus.
We humbly accept this on behalf of both our teams, the AT Chandra Foundation that enables and facilitates all the work that we do, as well as my team at the Jai Vakil Foundation, which serves individuals with intellectual disabilities. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Amit and Archana Chandra. Your work inspires us all. And now, in continuation with the work from home theme, we're joined by a celebrity power couple, and this one packs a punch. Please welcome former Indian cricketer Suresh Raina and Mate co-founder Priyanka Raina. So the Rainas together are also the co-founders of the Gracia Raina Foundation. The Gender Mender Power Couples Busting Myths on Gender Roles discussion will be moderated by Rahul Agarwal, CEO and MD Lenovo India.
And for this very special session, we have a very special couple with us, a name that I'm sure you're all more than familiar with, Suresh Raina and Priyanka Raina. Welcome both of you to this Forbes session. All right, so let me first ask both of you. Last 1 year has been very interesting for most of us. And as couples, most people have spent far more time than they had planned to spend. Let me ask you, what is it that you have discovered about each other in the last 1 year that you didn't know?
Cooking is something Krish has been experimenting a lot. He always loved cooking, but I think we got to eat a lot of nice recipes from him during this time, because that is how I spent a lot of time, in kitchen experimenting on different recipes.
We spend a lot of time with our kids, and generally, as you know, I play a lot of matches. Recently, I got retired, so I got to spend a lot of time with my family, kids. And in this pandemic, we didn't have any help, so I think we really get along really well with our house thing, with a lot of challenges coming from our kids. Then our second baby, our son Rio, he born on 23rd March, the day we had a lockdown. So I think overall it was pretty good as far as family is concerned. But overall, if you see, I think we became very smart how to conduct in our normal life, how to be very sensible towards your goal, how to be very, very humble towards your approach. I think it was a good lesson for all of us to strive forward.
All right, goodbye.
Next up is the Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 for Best Philanthropist Promoter. And the award for the Best Philanthropist Promoter goes to Azim Premji, Founder, Chairman and Non-Executive Director at Wipro.
Thank you very much for this honor that you have bestowed on me. It is quite clear to me that such an honor is equally shared by thousands of my colleagues, both at the foundation and at Wipro. It is only their dedication and capabilities that makes our work possible. Thank you very much again. Wish you the best.
Moving on to our next set of awards. Our industry stalwarts have dedicated their lives to building formidable businesses to put India on the global map. They've built their companies ground up, creating jobs for hundreds of thousands and steering the ship confidently through many turbulent seas. COVID-19 was just one of them. So the next category of awards is the Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 for Lifetime Achievement. And the Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 for Lifetime Achievement goes to Cyrus S. Poonawalla, Chairman and MD, Serum Institute of India, and Chairman, Poonawalla Group.
I am very grateful to the Forbes selection committee. I feel gratified that of my 50 years work in the procedure of saving human lives and mankind has culminated into this award. Having said that, my now attention is turned from giving these vaccines at affordable prices to the great challenge of making a vaccine, and which we have already launched for COVID, to eradicate COVID and bring it under control as fast as possible and make India proud that we are the world's leader again, not only in vaccines but in making available hundreds of millions of doses.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Poonawalla. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the last award for the evening, the Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 Entrepreneur for the Year. And the Forbes India Leadership Award 2020-2021 Entrepreneur for the Year goes to Baiju Ravindran, Founder and CEO of Baiju.
The fact is, founders get undue credit for what they do. Though it's an Entrepreneur of the Year award, it's actually a recognition of every team member who has played a role in the last 10 years. As we all know, the past year was a real test of our collective human spirit. With pandemic closing massive disruption across all sectors, it was an unexpected challenge for businesses to navigate a crisis of this magnitude. However, I believe every challenge is an opportunity to better ourselves and to create a positive impact. For us, this meant adapting to school closures to make sure that learning didn't stop. During the peak of the lockdown, we made all our content free. We saw 40 million students joining our free platform in the last 10 months. And we are fortunate to be in a segment which is of positive relevance during a crisis like this. Moments like this make you happy because it's a validation that you are on the right path. But there is no scope for complacency, as there is a long way to go before we will call it a success. But I hope awards like this inspire many more people to actually follow their dreams.
So the jury was looking for an individual who had dramatically transformed area where the entrepreneur was operating in, and built a certain scale which had a big impact, not only in that particular area but also at a national level. So I would like to congratulate Baiju Ravindran, because he has dramatically transformed India's learning landscape. And I strongly believe that innovation in the area of education, agriculture and healthcare is going to be the way forward for India to make a quantum jump in terms of whatever we are doing. And I think Baiju has shown this in a fantastic way.
Well, heartiest congratulations to all the winners. And with that, it's a wrap on the 10th edition of Forbes India Leadership Awards. It's been a fantastic evening, and the credit for this goes to each and every one of you who has taken the time out to join us today virtually. Congratulations again to the winners, and our gratitude to the jury that helped us pick them and the guests who made this event a memorable one. I would also like to thank all our partners. Until next time, goodbye and have a wonderful evening ahead. Stay safe.
Forbes India Leadership Awards 2020-21.